Hi, welcome to Cycl'n Vancouver. My name is Steve. I'm a 57-year-old guy, 6'5", around 250 pounds, who enjoys hockey, UFC, lots of baked goods, and cycling around the city. If you're interested in seeing what Vancouver looks like from the back of a road bike ridden by some old dude, sit back and relax. This is Ride 200. Today is Friday, October 7th, 2022. The weather is still incredible, though it's definitely getting a little cooler. When I sat out this afternoon, it was 18 degrees Celsius. But for October, that is unheard of here, and it's still all sun in the forecast for the next few weeks. It's hard to believe that this is my 200th ride since recovering from my broken collarbone injury on Labor Day weekend in 2019. My first ride back was on February 10th, 2020, and I could barely ride more than a few kilometers. It took me several years of steady riding to build my conditioning and riding legs, and only a few months of inactivity to lose it all, especially the conditioning. Though it has been quite the struggle to get back to form, something unfortunately I'm still working on, I am worlds apart from where I was for Ride 1. I am not one to make any special occasion at some round number anniversary, so I did not plan any spectacular ride to mark the occasion. I have done a number of interesting, challenging, fun, and epic rides over the last several months, and I doubt I could come up with one for this occasion to top those. And I went out for this ride without even realizing it was my 200th, so there is that. But ironically enough, the way this ride developed, it worked out as a nice way to commemorate the 200th anniversary. For this ride, I want to cycle around Falls Creek and then ride south on Yukon Street. I then want to climb through Queen Elizabeth Park and head west on 33rd Avenue towards Vancouver's equestrian heartland of Southlands. I haven't toured that area for over a year, and I think it's time to return. Just before I got back on the bike on February 10th, 2020, my spouse Andrea challenged me to learn how to make a video, and she suggested I could try making a cycling video. She didn't explain why she issued that challenge, and I never did ask, but I think she was concerned that I might never get back cycling, and this was her way of encouraging me to do so. Regardless, I immediately accepted the challenge. Of course, I knew absolutely nothing about action cameras or how to actually make a video, but as a big proponent of the principle that, the less you actually know about something, the easier it must be to do it, I quickly jumped in with both feet. I actually thought this would be pretty straightforward, so you can imagine my surprise as one challenge after another appeared. However, I managed to successfully record ride 12 and every ride thereafter. It took me somewhat longer to figure out editing software and something called rendering. That led me to buy a new computer with a GPU and lots of processing power, but I finally completed the challenge and have been recording and posting my rides ever since. If anyone ever asked me prior to recording my videos if I thought I knew Vancouver well, I would have said yes, I did. As I have since learned, I barely knew the city at all. I knew my way around Vancouver, but I only really thought of it from a car-centric approach. In other words, I knew how to drive around the city, and if you wanted to go to some general location, I could get there. But as I know now, that is very different from actually knowing the city. Until I started recording my rides, I frequently rode around the city but stuck to a handful of routes. Those were challenging and great for getting into cycling shape. The funny thing though, was that when I completed a ride, I could barely remember anything I saw along the way other than the general route that I rode. Once I started recording my rides, I watched them back and was amazed how much of the actual ride I would miss. Because cycling is inherently dangerous, I am always focused on my immediate surroundings, particularly right in front of me and the few feet to each side, and I'm listening for anything coming up from behind, so I don't really look around and appreciate the areas I'm actually riding through. My recordings showed me that I really saw less than 10% of what actually went on around me. For those recordings, I saw lots of new areas to explore, and with the help of Google Maps, I started riding through areas I had never ventured into before. I knew of those areas, of course, but from a driver's perspective, I generally wanted to get through or past them as quickly as possible to get to my destination. Now, I wanted to ride through it all, record them, and then enjoy watching it back afterwards. I thought I knew the city well, but it's only from cycling for the last couple of years that I actually uncover it. Now, I consider myself an expert on the city and can confidently cycle anywhere in the city safely. I don't think that should be there. That reminds me, I haven't seen Jurassic Park in a long time. I hate to admit it, but my eyesight isn't as good as it used to be. From the north side of the intersection, I thought that was some freaky dude sitting along the sidewalk. It turned out to be a Halloween display. This is the Southlands area of Vancouver and is home to several equestrian clubs and about 300 horses. It is bounded by golf courses on two sides and the Fraser River to the south. When I ride through here, I feel like I'm back in the Fraser Valley. I think I'm going to ride to 59th Avenue and then head east to Central Park before returning back downtown along Van Ness Avenue.
that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
There seems to be a problem on the Lionsgate Bridge. Every road leading in that direction is backed up. Thankfully, I'm on a bike and not driving at the moment. That turned out to be a really enjoyable ride.